Well, welcome. Today, we not only celebrate the International Day of Happiness, but also Massage Makes Me Happy and Healthy Day. We also kick off today as the first day of spring. So I don't know about you all, but I am certainly happy and look forward to spending more time outside as the weather gets nicer. Thank you all who are taking some time out of your morning or afternoon, depending on where you're joining us from, to join us today. We really appreciate your support. We are looking forward to a really great session today. We encourage questions, whether that be in the comments and or raising your hand throughout the different panel questionnaires. Just to level set with everybody, the Global Wellness Institute supports a variety of wellness industry initiatives, and we are thankful and very proud that they support the Massage Makes Me Happy initiative. The Massage Makes Me Happy initiative, as a reminder, really aims to celebrate the healing powers of massage therapy and promote its benefits through research, education, advocacy, and just general global awareness. I'm really, really, really proud to be part of this initiative. And each year we really continue to do a little bit more to create awareness, not only in the US, but globally, and generate more support to fund various initiatives, and are thankful for each of you. It's with honor that I turn it over to Linda, the founder of the initiative, a veteran of the massage and spa industry, somebody who was also inducted into the Massage Therapy Hall of Fame back in 2011, and certainly a licensed massage therapist herself. Welcome, and thank you, Linda, for really, founding this initiative and bringing us all together here today.
Oh, thank you, Heather. I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, someone was looking at my bio. No, I'm very proud massage therapist and very excited to be celebrating. And we've had so much more support this year, and it's just exciting. And I know you touched on with the Global Wellness Institute, but so much gratitude for them and for you, Susie. I was doing a presentation the other day, and I had to tell the story of how we started the initiative, and even being a part of the International Day of Happiness. I always say that was Susie's idea, so that's why it's March 20th, because everybody asked that. And thank you so much for sharing the happiness report. We're just so much to share, and our gratitude does go out to being a part of the Global Wellness Institute. I'd like to give a special thank you to my initiative members. Obviously, Heather Zidane, my co-chair, you've been fabulous, and we appreciate you so much. But we also have Alan Scher on the initiative, Karen Short, we have Kim Collier, Sheree Mo, Melissa Mazzola, and our research advisor, obviously, Dr. Chenevey Field. Thank you guys so much. We also added a few people to be working with us on the Global Massage Makes Me Happy and Healthy Day, and that was CG Funk and Arisa Pruitt. And thank you guys. That was just, we've had so much support. Also, we've had a school work group. I want to give a big shout out to all of them, Karen Short and Christine Navarro with Universal, Cherise Mo with Mo and Associates, CG Funk with Massage Heights, Arisa Pruitt with Massage Warehouse, and Melissa Mazzola with Earthlite. We have over 68 massage schools being massage ambassadors, and we're so excited that they're out there celebrating for us. At the end of the month, there's going to be the school that celebrated the best will be rewarded with a $500 prize package. So they're out there really helping us spread the word. So thank you. And later in today's presentation, we will be announcing the Alex Fuchs Memorial Gift Student Essay winner, which I was quite happy to start this year after the sudden death of our Massage Makes Me Happy friend, Alex Fuchs. Thank you to Massage Warehouse and Earthlite. Later in the program, you will be hearing from Luke Massey and Jim Chenevey. And then Ryan Homey, the massage nerd. He's our social media man for the initiative. Thank you, Ryan, for all your support. We've had quite a bubble campaign this year. Everybody, wanted to be featured, why massage makes them happy, but he'll be announcing the winners of our social media contest. And thank you to Pure Wellness, Earthlite, and Massage Warehouse for helping us with that. And my last special thank yous really go out to our cornerstone partners just for helping us make everything happen. And that is Massage Warehouse, Earthlite, Universal Companies, Massage Magazine, Pure Wellness, and Massage Heights. And then during today's presentation, I think you've heard a little bit, we're going to be doing some prizes this year. Thank you, Kim Marshall, for that idea. And we're going to have prizes from Jammu Spa, Massage Heights, Theragun, and Pure Wellness. So very excited, and enough about me. Want to turn it over to our host of the program and our producer of the program, which is Scott Darnell, a dear friend of mine, our Canadian massage ambassador. He is the CEO of Massage Therapy Media, the Canadian American Conference, and One Concept. So Scott, help us get happy, and thank you guys all. Looking forward to a great Massage Makes Me Happy and Healthy Day.
Well, thank you, Linda. Thanks for including us. This is my partner, Amanda Cook. My other partner, Mark Gialoy, is behind the camera over here and helping us try to make this a successful day. We also, of course, have Ryan Homey behind the scenes helping, letting people in, and Cindy doing our prize draws. So thank you very much to everybody on our team that contributed today. Our first speaker today is a member of this committee to make this project so successful. Kim Collier is owner of Jammu Spa, and her topic today is get yourself in the wellness mindset with meditation. So without further ado, Kim.
Good morning, Scott. Thank you. And Linda, thank you. All of our prestigious and amazing colleagues around the world, all of you that have joined this morning. I need to introduce you to my cat who really wants to say hello. And I am coming to you from Jammu Spa, my little solo practitioner space here in Whitefish, Montana. I'm set up on my massage table. Forgive me if I'm distracted. The cat has her head in the ring light looking at me, and she's heading for the computer. Meditation. It's not stopping everything we're doing, but indeed it's our daily conscious breath, a stop and a smile, a practice of gratitude, conscious breathing. So for this quick bringing us to wellness mindset meditation break, we'll go into 3 simple steps that you can bring to your life, your wellness mindset into our beautiful day together. We'll practice breath and grounding, then we'll practice a little self-massage, and we'll go into humming. And with that, I set the intention as I practice gratitude and bring forward the blessing that may all beings in the world be happy and peaceful. Beginning with breath and grounding, just close your eyes, uncross your ankles, both feet on the floor, flat on the floor, centered in your seat. Begin with an exhale. Just let everything go. Exhale completely, being open and receptive now as you inhale deeply, filling belly up to top of lungs. Inspire. Feel inspired, breathe, and then release, exhale, release, and let go. Just quietly repeat this 3 times as you close your eyes and visualize being grounded to the earth, your roots going into the earth, your body being the trunk of the tree, each and every breath inspiring and exhaling, and the beautiful abundance of the green of your tree is your body in this beautiful space and place of our shared earth. Your living body, your tree, your breath, your grounding, your connection to earth. Simple 3 breaths to be grounded in any day in practice. My cat's laying on my notes, excuse me while I nudge her. Slowly opening your eyes, shake it out. Self-massage, starting with your ears. Just finding any points on your ears that may be tender or that you can just stimulate your body whole by a quick ear massage. And then take that massage to your occipital ridge, back of your neck, head. And then cross body, grab into those upper traps while you release and relax. One arm is passive, the other hand is working into your upper traps. Other side as you breathe, release, relax. And take that to your heart center, your thymus, a bit of tapping to stimulate the immune system, your thymus, your heart, respiratory, lung, bronchi. Give a nice tap and a touch to your heart with, again, a good deep breath and your expression of gratitude for this day, this amazing happy day of happiness, first day of spring, and massage makes me happy. To finish, our third practice for your wellness mindset is simply humming with the tongue soft in the mouth, teeth to the back, tongue placed to the back of your front teeth. Just let out a hum as you increase your vagus nerve I can't speak today. Increase the awareness of your vagus nerve, open the 10th cranial nerve, opening your throat chakra. I'm going to leave you with a song that I hum each and every day by Diana Ross. It is reach out and touch somebody's hand, make this world a better place if you can. So as we move out of this beautiful mindset and bringing in meditation and wellness together, hum with me if you will. Make this world a better place if we can. May all beings be happy and peaceful, and happiness today and always. Thank you. Yep.
Wow, that was amazing. Awesome song lyrics choice, Kim. I love that song. Okay, so as Scott said, I'm Amanda, one of his partners in Massage Therapy Media, and I'm excited to hang out with you guys today. So the next person speaking is Susie Ellis, who is the chairman and CEO of Global Wellness Institute. And her topic is global wellness trends and I guess some Global Wellness Institute updates.
Thank you so much. And I want to congratulate you, Linda, on what you have done. I am so impressed with the pages and pages of people that are on this call. And I also really love that you're now calling it, massage makes me happy and healthy. I think that was a good addition. And like so many things at the Global Wellness Institute, over time things grow and get better, and the collaborative input is so valuable. So just very quickly, I wanted to, and thank you for mentioning, Linda, that we did discuss, because you came to me and said, well, we want to have a day where we're celebrating this. And it was something that I've learned in marketing, probably from Kim Marshall, is that you might as well line up with something that's already happening. And the International Day of Happiness is on March 20th. So it makes a lot of sense to have what you're celebrating on the same day, because there's a lot of discussion about this. And just for those of you who might not know, this whole focus on happiness really started with Bhutan, who were the ones, and this was back in the 70s, when they said, instead of only measuring GDP, gross domestic product, how about we measure, people's happiness? That's important too. So that was the planted seed. And then later on, many years later, actually, the UN General Assembly decided to proclaim the International Day of Happiness, and that was 2013. So not that long ago, actually. But in the meantime, then now a lot more countries are paying attention to happiness. And what also happened, and that was actually in 2012, is that the first World Happiness Report came out. And this is their 10th anniversary. And that, if you go to their website, you can get the report. They make it available, which is great. And I just wanted to point out what I thought was interesting about their report this time, because of course this year it takes into consideration, last year and even part of this year still has to do with the pandemic. And one of the things that they found in their research is that in addition to obviously the pandemic that's caused a lot of anxiety and so on, there's also been a pandemic of benevolence. And the things that have increased are social support and benevolence over this last year. So I thought that was kind of a encouraging finding. And then just because what's so interesting to people is they rank countries by their own, it's a Gallup poll, and everyone's always interested in which are the happiest countries. And so I'll tell you the top 5. The top one, once again this year, is Finland. Number 2 is Denmark. Number 3 is Iceland. 4 is Switzerland, and the 5th is the Netherlands. And so again, the Nordic countries, and there's a lot of reasons why that is the case, they do really rank very highly. I should also mention that number 9 was Israel, and the Global Wellness Summit is going to Tel Aviv, Israel, and I was surprised that they were number 9. And of course, most people want to know, well, where's the US? And that number is 16. And then I have to say, I always like to see who's at the bottom, just because, does this really work? And, the bottom is Afghanistan. So I think we can understand that. And they also have a poll on, or research that shows life expectancy. The number 1 country is Japan. Number 2 is Singapore. And number 3 is South Korea. And this is where the US really doesn't shine very well. We're number 67. So as much abundance as we have, our life expectancy is not so great. So anyway, I wanted to share some trends with you. We always do from the Global Wellness Summit, out of which comes a lot of learning. And we had our summit this year in Boston. And these are the trends that we felt were worth proclaiming for 2022. We thought these were valuable, and they're available on our website, some condensed version of it, and they're also available to purchase for the more lengthy version. But I'll just give you all 10 of them real quick. The first one, which is one of my favorite, it's called Dirty Wellness. And it's about dirt. It's about world soil and the impact on human health. And that was written by Beth McGordy, who is, one of our outstanding researchers. How valuable the soil is and how important that is, and regenerative farming and so on. The second trend we wanted to bring attention to is the toxic muscularity issue, and that is male body image problems. We're pretty much more aware of women's body issues over all the years, but male body image problems exist, the bulging muscles, the ripped abs, and this has caused issues for especially teens. Number 3 is from wellness tech to technological wellness. And the bottom line there is that, there are a lot of helpful tech tools, but the one issue that not maybe everyone is paying attention to is that our time using that technology is one of the big problems for health and wellness. Number 4 was senior living is disrupted. And some of you might know, senior living has been sort of a similar culture for a long time, but that's being disrupted. And in particular, there's a lot of finding that intergenerational living is valuable for seniors, so that they're not sort of sequestered away with just only other seniors. Number 5 is wellness travel, seekers welcome. And that trend talks about how adventure, engagement, art, and nature are what people are wanting now in their travel. Number 6 is innovative tech closing the gender gap in medical research. And this is more about menopause and infertility, women's issues, but in particular, because women's issues have not been studied as much as men's, there are now some very creative ways that this is being gathered through technology. Number 7 is urban bathhouses and wellness playgrounds. We're seeing this, globally. There's larger places opening, and in general, wellness playgrounds. And this is also bringing out affordable options for people. And I think what's interesting there is also that there's a trend towards event saunas. Started in Europe. The first one is now in Las Vegas, which I had a chance to visit in January, and it was fantastic. Number 8 trend is next gen naturalism, and this is the return of self-reliance. And when we came out with that trend, that was in February, I can't say how often I've thought about this now with what we're experiencing with the war. Self-reliance has become more important than ever. People realize that, we we could at any time need to have more skills of self-reliance. Number 8 is health and wellness coaching gets certified. There's a lot of health and wellness coaching out there, but now there's a higher standard where there's really an understanding of the art and science in motivating healthy changes, healthy behavior changes. So we're seeing more of that. And number 10 was what we called Wellness Welcomes the Metaverse. And the bottom line there is that this time around, the wellness arena is going to be a little more stepping up to the plate of welcoming new technology and seeing how we can work with it to improve people's health and wellness. And when I studied that trend, which is actually one that I wrote, I also learned that it's good for those who are doing metaverse things like Mark Zuckerberg, because they need to be moving forward in an area other than gaming, because right now metaverse is all about gaming. So health and wellness, medical, that's a good place for the metaverse. So anyway, if I have just a few more minutes, I'll tell you a little bit about the GWI, and then I'll, turn it over. GWI is the Global Wellness Institute, and as you know, this is one of my favorite initiatives. We have 34 initiatives now, and so I'm thankful for those who lead the initiatives, because they're out there in a sector growing and growing. And what we like to do as we can is help spread the word, because we do have a big network. And so that's hopefully how we can help. And we want to make sure that, this recording is on the website, and, we can keep talking about it. So the 2 newest initiatives that you might be interested in, one is on psychedelics and healing, that Mary Elizabeth Gifford is chairing. And then also, this is not a new initiative, but they have a new deliverable. We call them deliverables when someone in an initiative does something fantastic, like what you're all doing. And the Nutrition for Healing initiative just came out with their Nutrition for Healing, a non-judgmental nutritional guide for health. And that's on the website. It's free, and it's really well done. They spent the whole year on it, and it's fantastic. Other things with the Institute, the Wellness Moonshot, A World Free of Preventable Disease, is up and running. The calendars are beautiful this year, and we have over 500 million people now engaged, and we want to grow that to more than millions, into the billions. And the research, this, in 2021, we came out with the Global Wellness Economy Figures, post-COVID and country rankings, and those are available on the website. We give that research available for free. And just to let you know what our research is for this year, that we will be announcing in Tel Aviv, is wellness policy. And I think what's interesting is in that happiness report, if some of you had a chance to read it, they're also focusing on policy. And that's really good news for all of us, that now, not only the happiness research people, but, the wellness, all of what we're doing, we recognize that the government can do a lot to help our messaging and, our goals. So, the governments, and they're reaching out because they are asking for help. And we're helping on the wellness point of it. And then, of course, there's the happiness aspect too. So anyway, that's a little recap, and thank you for inviting me to be here today.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you,
All right,
Susie.
thanks. Oh, are we moving on? So on my schedule, it says that we're going to be doing raffle prizes. And so Cindy's going to be asking questions based on the presentation in the chat, and you can answer them. So the first raffle prize from Massage Heights, do we want to announce the winner? Or are we going to announce all the winners at the end?
Well, we can announce it right now if you like.
We will not leave you in anticipation then. Okay, so the first winner is Jonah Wiley. Congratulations, you get a raffle prize from Massage Heights.
Wonderful.
Okay, So the next speaker that we have is Dr. Tiffany of the Touch Research Institute from the University of Miami, and the topic is research of the power of touch and why massage makes you happy.
So I don't, oh, you guys were frozen for a minute. There you are, now you're active again. Well, I love Kim Collier's meditation. She focused on the vagus nerve and you know, that's sort of central to the effects of massage. And one thing I wanted to say to you, Kim, is that I recently read that if your exhalation is a little longer than your inhalation, that boosts your vagal tone or your vagal activity. You probably already know that, but. And Susie, I just wanted to say, even though the US is pretty far down on life expectancy, the Genome Project just came out with an announcement that those of us who are alive today can expect to live till 120 because of all the medical advances and probably because of all the wellness and massage therapy effects that are going on. I asked him, well, what's going to kill us? And he said, boredom and or poverty. So we need to keep active and we need to figure out our finances, I guess. What I was going to talk about is probably going to be like preaching to the choir or bringing coals to Newcastle. I said that once when I was going to present in India, because I thought, you know, infant massage originated in India. And it turned out that they had just banned massage because a couple kids ended up in the hospital with bruises. In India, they have a very, very rigorous massage. It looks a little bit like scrubbing clothes on one of those old clothes washboards. And the kids get it a few times a day. And so I guess a couple of kids had sensitive skin, and it was really too bad because they were considered leaders in infant massage. Fortunately, it's come back to India, and that's a really good thing. So Linda kept emphasizing that I need to talk about massage makes me happy a little bit. The TRI, the Touch Research Institute, is basically focused on massage making people healthy, but in all of our over 100 studies, we always include the happy face scale. And we do this because we want to have data from children, and some of them can't read yet. And so we have this happy face scale that ranges from sad faces over here to happy faces over here. I have to reverse, I guess, for the screen here. And we do that before and after each of the massages. We also have a profile of mood state scale, which we use at the beginning and the end. And that includes measures of depression, anxiety, and PTSD symptoms, as well as stress. And for stress, for each massage session, we collect saliva samples before and after, and they cost about $10 to have them assayed at a place called Salometrics. So anybody could do that in their practice if they wanted to. And that just basically continues to show that stress decreases during massage. Kim mentioned to me the other day that there was a study that actually showed that all the effects I'm going to talk about can happen after a single massage. So we generally do massages 4 times over a period of a month, and each of them is about 20 minutes. So most of our data addresses what happens before and after the massage and what happens over the 1 month term. So for the happy data, even though we have happy data on virtually all of these 100-some studies, some specific examples are looking at social anxiety in children, looking at depression in pregnant women, and most recently looking at PTSD in veterans, which was a study that was sponsored by Massage Envy when CG was there. The underlying mechanism for the happiness that's deriving from massage seems to be that when you stimulate the pressure receptors under the skin, you get an enhanced vagal activity, which basically slows down the nervous system, relaxes the nervous system, reduces the stress hormone cortisol. And that in turn enables the release of serotonin, which is the brain's natural antidepressant neurotransmitter. So moving on to massage makes me healthy, I want to cover 3 areas. First, pain syndrome, since that's the primary reason that people go to massage therapists is some kind of pain syndrome. And the pain, some of the pain studies that we've done are juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, back pain, hand pain, knee pain, hip pain, headaches, fibromyalgia, and it goes on and on. I think the only, well, I can't really say that. I was thinking of some pain that we haven't studied premenstrual pain. I guess that's an area that we haven't done. So as I mentioned with the adults, we have four sessions over a month, but for these pain syndromes, we mostly studied them in adults, although a friend of mine who runs the pediatric pain clinic in UCLA said that all of these pain syndromes that adults have been primarily experiencing, like fibromyalgia, for example, chronic fatigue syndrome, are happening now more frequently to children. And that relates most likely to stress, and not just to their own stress, but to the stress that their parents are experiencing, especially in dual career families where there's less time with the kids and more stress about getting quality time with the kids. So anyway, what the most important thing about the pain studies, of course, is applying pressure, and we found that is true for basically all the studies that we've done. But in addition to that, we've found that you have to move the muscles that are surrounding the area that's in pain. So I'll give you an example of that. There are several knee pain studies that have been published with negative or null findings, no positive effects. And it turns out that they were just massaging the quadriceps. And think about it, the knee functions with not just the quadriceps, but the hamstrings, and I'm sure there's some other smaller muscles involved. So what we did was a study where we included the quadriceps and the hamstrings, and we got very positive effects with a significant reduction in knee pain. A similar example is migraine headaches. And what we did here was we had heard that there was a neurosurgeon in Baltimore who had mistakenly cut a tendon, which is about 8 syllables long, so I can never pronounce it, but cut it by mistake, and the patient stopped having migraine headaches. So with consultation from Linda and a few other massage therapists, we went to Robert King, who's one of your colleagues, and asked him to design a massage. So we're not going to cut tendons, but we can do massage. So he had us with our fingertips applying pressure and making circles at the nape of the neck. And we were able to reduce headache frequency by over 58%. So that was pretty cool. And that was focused on the area that was very effective for getting rid of that. Another thing we learned in the pain studies, and Linda was involved in this, was that we could reduce the even further. We could reduce pain by adding an emollient, or in this case, we use BioFreeze when Linda was working at BioFreeze, and they supported the study. And we did find that the BioFreeze made the massage more effective than the massage on its own. Now, what are the underlying mechanisms for pain reduction? I mentioned before the serotonin. When you reduce cortisol, you can increase the release of serotonin. Serotonin is not only the brain's natural antidepressant neurotransmitter, but the anti-pain neurotransmitter. So that gets increased. We also know that the effect of massage on sleep is critical, because if you don't get enough deep, restorative, inactive sleep, you're going to have substance P, with a capital P, being emitted, and that causes pain. So we did a study with people with fibromyalgia, and we had them wear an activity meter on their wrists, and so we could know when they were being inactive in their sleep, how much inactivity there was, measuring deep restorative sleep. And we measured, and we collected saliva samples to measure substance P. And we found that substance P went down as inactive, deep restorative sleep increased. So that seems to be a very strong underlying mechanism for the effects of massage. The second area I want to talk about a little bit is autoimmune conditions. And these we studied mostly in children, chronic illnesses like asthma, dermatitis, diabetes, chronic fatigue syndrome, and so forth. And for these studies, we have parents conducting the massages for 15 minutes before bedtime, just so that the kids get a daily dose of this. And we also have noted that parents benefit from this by just actively doing this massage, which is not too surprising, because think about it, when you do massage, you're stimulating pressure receptors in your hands or your arms or whatever you're using to do the massage. And for these studies, we always use the clinical gold standard, because we know that the traditional medical folks are not going to pick up on the positive effects unless they know what's going on under the skin, and unless they know that their gold clinical measures have been improved. So for example, with kids with asthma, we measure the pulmonary functions, and kids with skin conditions, we measure various things like pruritus and itchiness and so forth. And for diabetes, we measure glucose levels. And they also want to know, what's the underlying mechanism here? You know that the immune system has two, a Th1 and a Th2 system with different, what they call cytokines or interleukins that are in these systems. And one is sort of inflammatory and the other is anti-inflammatory. And so, for example, in asthma, the Th2 system becomes stronger than the Th1, and that results in the asthma condition. And so what we looked at to see what's the underlying mechanism for the reduction in asthma was the imbalance that was occurring in asthma, and how massage then restored the balance of the Th1, Th2 system. So speaking of immune system, the two, I guess, most salient studies that we've done on immune function is HIV and breast cancer, and we did leukemia in children as well. And there we're able to get blood samples. Human subjects considerations and the IRBs for universities won't let you collect blood unless it's collected for clinical purposes. And so it's only in these very severe diseases that we've been able to collect that. And that meant that we could direct measure of immune system. And what seems to be happening is in these diseases, there are cells in the body that destroy natural killer cells. And this is all related to production of stress hormones like cortisol. So when cortisol is up, natural killer cells go down. And that becomes really significant, because natural killer cells are the front line of the immune system, and they ward off viral, cancer, and bacterial cells. And so it's kind of interesting, if you think of all of the various measures along the way, we can measure vagal activity. The first thing that happens, we know that we're providing pressure because we're moving the skin. And we can measure vagal activity by using a computer system that alters the heart rate. And then we measure the cortisol, and then we measure the natural killer cells, and we see very lawful pathway that is happening between increasing the vagal activity, reducing the cortisol, and increasing natural killer cells, not just the number of natural killer cells, but the activity of natural killer cells. So it's ironic that here we are in a pandemic, and we conducted a survey and noted that 68% of people, these are adults, are reporting that they're touch deprived. And only 21% were living alone. So that suggests that 47% are living with other people and they're still feeling touch deprived. 98% of people were on Facebook. And so we're sort of concluding from these data that people were spending a lot of time on social media and not very much time touching. When we asked them how many people touch their kids a lot, only 22% said they touch their kids a lot. And how many people touch their partner a lot? Only 31%, so they touch their partner a lot. So there's a lot going on during this time, and it's really very disturbing that people haven't felt very much like they could go to massage therapists because of COVID. And hopefully that's changing, and hopefully as it gets warmer, people will be able to do that outside and not be so worried about contagion. And I guess my parting message is that massage therapists massage is making massage therapists happy and healthy, because as I said about the parents, you're using your hands and your arms and you're stimulating those pressure receptors. And so you got one of the best jobs in the world. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you, Kim. I don't know, I was trying to leave some time for some questions, but.
I wanted to add something is, thank you, Tiffany, is on Instagram Live for the last 5 weeks, Kim Marshall has been interviewing Tiffany. So if you get a chance, you can find that on Instagram and you can find it on our Facebook page, but they were about 15-20 minutes each, and they were very fascinating, and both Kim and Tiffany did a wonderful job. So be sure and check that out too. But thanks for the information.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, and if anyone wants any papers, our website has now got a very, very long title. So, but you could just email me at tfield@med.miami.edu and I'll send you the papers.
Hi, Tiffany. Scott just handed me some questions. Scott, who was asking these questions that I'm supposed to read to Tiffany?
Let's start with that first question that
got
messaged to me.
Okay, yeah, we got some messages here for some questions for you. So the first one is, how has your research been going during COVID?
Well, that's a very good question. We actually closed the Touch Research Institute during COVID because we couldn't find any parents who were willing to have their babies, their preemies, in our preemie studies, which we've continued to do. And fortunately, we had just finished the study on veterans and PTSD and the study on hip pain. So we had completed studies. We had trouble getting adults to participate as well. And so, and in addition, we had trouble getting money to do these studies. NIH has come to view, and especially the integrative programs there, have come to view massage as a traditional therapy along with acupuncture. And so much of the money now is going to things like herbal therapies and lesser known alternative or integrative therapies. So yeah, we did this survey during COVID, and I was telling Linda that, and I guess I told Kim too, that I did 168 press interviews, which was all on touch deprivation and all English speaking countries.
It's
Wow.
amazing.
Okay, so Scott has decided we're going to announce all of the raffle prize winners closer to the end. So there was a question that Cindy put in the chat for a raffle prize from Jammu Spa. We'll announce the winner closer to the end. for now, we're going to pass it over to Kim Marshall, the Swell co-founder. So Kim, we've made you a co-host, and there's going to be a roundtable panel on massage trends with Jim Chenevey from Earthlite, Karen Short from Universal Companies, Luke Massey from Massage Warehouse, CG Funk from Massage Heights. So take it away, Kim.
Hey, everybody. I get the cool job of moderating the Rockstar panel here of great leaders in the industry. She just said who they are. But just to be clear, I'm Kim, the co-founder of Swell the Agency, and I have the fun job of hosting the Global Wellness Summit podcast. So I want you all to listen. But don't forget that Tiffany's interviews are on @Swell the Agency and the Facebook page. And let me tell you, it was a dream for me because I've been an admirer for since Susie and I worked at Mar-a-Lago. I was like, one day I want to meet this woman. To think we'd be Wellness Wednesday pals for 5 weeks. It's kind of a dream come true. Okay, let's jump right to it. We have such great people to talk to. Let's start with CJ Funk. Let me brag a minute about CJ. You know, she has such a stellar background. She's a 30-year veteran of the massage world. She's in the Massage Hall of Fame, whatever, man. Beauty Changes Lives board member, iSpa. She also is synonymous for me with making massage a franchisable business. We know her background at Massage Envy. She's now at Massage Heights franchising. So we thank her for helping bring massage to the masses. But the most beautiful thing I read about CG is that she says she holds a deep belief in the healing power of therapeutic touch. And she really respects the work of massage therapists and estheticians because of their skilled hands and compassionate hearts. So it is fitting that CG would talk to us about career trends in 2022. Take it away, CG.
Oh my goodness, sorry, I've had a bit of a morning. It's really great to be here with you today, and I'm just so pleased and honored to be supporting the Massage Makes Me Happy initiative and celebrating with all of you today. Massage Makes Me Happy and Healthy Day. Woohoo! Big shout out to Linda Soling-Wolf, who is the brainchild founder. Oh yeah, me too, baby, me too. Here we go. Of this initiative. Tiffany, it was wonderful to hear from you again, as always. Every time you share, I learn something. So thank you for all your support of the initiative and of massage therapists out there. So we're gonna talk some trends today, and my trend is regarding massage therapy education, because, you know, I went to school in 1993, and so education was, or actually 1991. Education was a lot different than it is today, fast forward 30 years. But I think one of the most interesting things that's a trend now in for schools and massage programs is that there's a slow movement to converting to offering programs via hybrid education. And so what that means is that their massage schools, the ones that are on the cutting edge, are looking at how can we help our students fit this education into their life and not have to be in a classroom for 30 hours a week. And so what you're seeing is many courses in these programs, like anatomy and pathology and business, and even massage theory, are being offered through a learning management system that's attached to the school. And so if you think about the LMS systems, they call them learning management systems, they're technology based. And what they do is they're built to effectively disseminate information. These aren't just watching a YouTube or someone rattling on a video. So these are actually formatted and designed to engage the learner through class discussions and to test the learner's knowledge through quizzes and testing. And there's actually a whole degree program that people go through, master's degree, in order to effectively build and create online education. And so for the learner, through the class discussion, they connect with each other, they learn with each other, they're tested, and they get that knowledge. And then the hands-on learning part of a lot of these programs, the students are scheduled to come into school and work with classmates and the instructor to physically learn, and perfect the massage techniques and the various modalities, like we all probably did, in our regular program. So this kind of hybrid approach really, I believe, is the future. And I think it's the future for many educational programs. And of course, then these hybrid programs also include student clinic hours. So you're coming into the school and, you're doing your clinic hours on the public. But what they do is they offer this flexibility in education. And we're all, look at us. We're celebrating Massage Makes Me Happy and Healthy Day via Zoom. So, our first celebration was in person in 2017. So this is how far we've come using technology, and, it's infiltrated every family's life in this country. And so what happens with these hybrid is also students will download the theory content. They'll attend obviously virtually to the programs. And what they're showing is that the preliminary showing, the results. So we're just starting this in the massage education field, but they are showing a better completion rate outcome. And I think sometimes the completion rates, are challenged in vocational education, well, any education, because students trying to fit this into their daily life and the other responsibilities they have. And, preliminary student results and, feedback show that they're very positive about this style of learning. So that's the trend I'm covering today.
I remember Alan Scher interviewed me for his Day Spa Association podcast. He said, Kim, where are we going to get more therapists? Where are they going to come from? So with this kind of passion and care and planning that CG just talked about, we know we'll attract more people. Okay, our next presenter is Luke Massey. I met Luke for the first time yesterday, and he's in Illinois. And I said, hey, how's the weather? He goes, oh, it's gray and rainy, but not too cold, so a pretty great day. And I knew I would like Luke. He's the CEO of Script Companies, the parent company of Massage Warehouse. He's been there for 2 years. His background is cool. He was in charge of e-commerce fulfillment for FTD and for Groupon. And he started as a consultant with Bain & Company. But as most of you know, Script and Massage Warehouse does chiropractic products, physical therapy, massage, spa, and home health. So a lot going on. Luke, can you share some news with us about product trends, please?
Yeah, thanks so much, Kim. Thanks for the warm introduction. I appreciate that. So first I'll say, following Dr. Field's comments, which just the whole presentation there was so interesting. Thank you, Doctor. We've definitely seen in our data the downturn over the last couple of years that massage took during COVID. So that's very real. Everything you were talking about was backed up in our data. But likewise, and fortunately, we're seeing that start to turn around now. We're seeing the uptick this year, and it's been great to see. And I get to see it in the data, but I know what that means is there's that many more people out there in the world, and in our case it's the US and Canada, but presumably in the world at large, that are starting to feel more comfortable going back out and getting the healing positive benefits of massage. And so that's great to see from a business standpoint as well as from a human standpoint. But a few trends that we're seeing. So first, on PPE, it's continuing to shift. So we're seeing a lot less masks and gloves and the basic PPE, face shields, those kinds of things. We're seeing a lot less interest in that, but we are still continuing to see a much higher level of sales on a few items. Table covers are a big one that were not popular before the pandemic and continue to be popular. And I think there's there's people, the trend there, along with table covers, there's also portable UV light sterilizers that we're selling a lot more of. And I think that the theme there behind that trend is people are looking for ways to control the environment and stay safe from germs, but in a way that doesn't detract from the experience of the massage itself. And so I think a lot of clinicians are finding a balance there, which is working well. Longer term trends, CBD is still the macro trend that continues to be strong, still going strong. A lot of different brands, new brands coming up, new products. I encourage everyone to try some different options that are out there. There's a lot of interesting stuff. But then in terms of more recent trends, there's there's a trend towards more eco-friendly, clean label products that we're seeing. So a couple examples of that, there's Pure Green 2,4, there's Benefect has a natural line. There's the Feel Good Lab topical analgesic, so it's an alternative to BioFreeze if you're looking for that has a cleaner label to it. And so we're starting to see trends. We're starting to see some of those products trending up, and I think there's more interest there. And then related to that, this is another macro trend like CBD, but organic products just continue to grow the interest level in that. So we've got Lotus Touch. Earthlite has a great line of products. Banyan is another example. We're seeing a lot of interest continuing to grow there, and I think for a lot of good reasons. And then last, I want to highlight there's a trend that I love seeing, which is self-care for the therapist. So we see whether that's something simple like a Theracane or something more expensive like an electronic powered massage tool. You guys know the names. There's a lot of them out there, but we're seeing more of those. We're selling more of those to our clinicians, our clinical customers. And my understanding is I don't think they're often being used on the patients. I think they're being used by the massage therapists themselves for self-care in between sessions, which I think makes a ton of sense. And I'm a big believer in that. So anyway, trying to keep it quick, but those are some of the trends we've been seeing. Thanks again from Massage Warehouse. Pleasure to be part of this, and I appreciate the chance to talk.
Thanks a lot, Luke. I just love hearing that eco-friendly and clean products are bubbling to the surface. It's about time.
Yeah,
we need more
agreed.
and more of that. Karen is the CEO of Universal Companies that has been, we all know, a wholesale distributor for more than 40 years, serving thousands of spas and wellness professionals in 47 countries. What I love about Karen is that she's a big shot, but she's calm and kind. She reminds me of the founder, Marty Mornings. But she also really, through her bio, the word that comes up is digital technology is being used to deliver customer value. And we love that she has been on the ground. She's worked at Meadowood, Aspen Ski Company, Snowmass Lodge, and she volunteers a lot of her time. I met her first at Greenspun Network, but Beauty Changes Lives. She knows how to share her knowledge when it counts. So let's talk to Karen Short about what's new, modalities, tools, and products.
So I'm talking today, as you know, Universal has been selling products and supplies for many, many years. And a key driver for us in determining what is it that we bring in to sell is really getting our arms around the different modalities. In the case of massage, we've gone out to really look at what's trending, and certainly our product sales help inform us as well, but research does as well. And so I want to share today some of the trending treatments that we're seeing through product sales and through our customers calling and asking. And we provide a fair amount of education. And so with the product requests come requests for education. So this aligns as well with the education requests that we receive. So first up is Himalayan salt stones. So salt stones are starting to become more popular than river stones for hot massage therapy. They are more enjoyable by the consumers. Consumers are saying we like the salt stones. Salt is also easier to clean and to sanitize. It's great for detoxifying, many of you know. Therapists are finding them more therapeutic because they hold the heat and they move more smoothly over the skin. So that would be one trend that we're seeing. The other is bamboo massage. So it's been out there for years in other cultures, but it's becoming more and more popular in the US. It's a healthy tool for massage therapists as well to use. The idea is that they use various sizes of the bamboo sticks to knead and roll the muscles and the connective tissues. And so again, while it's relatively new in the United States, many indigenous cultures have been using bamboo for many, many years. And also we find that heating the sticks can offer additional relaxation. Next up is cupping. I'm sure many of you are familiar with cupping. It's a form of deep tissue massage that therapists use to create suction in the body. Some of the benefits that are derived from cupping are releasing scar tissue and reducing painful trigger points, improving blood and lymph circulation, relieving pain, of course, promoting mobility and range of motion for the client, improving mature scars, decreasing toxins. So again, becoming quite popular. We were starting to see a trend before the pandemic, and coming back from the pandemic, it's really come on quite strong. Next up is singing bowls, something that again has been around for quite some time. The purpose is really to create complete body relaxation. Because our bodies are made up of 60% water, sound vibrations from singing bowls generate patterns of certain frequency, thereby inducing a deep, meditative, and peaceful state of mind for the client. Singing bowls create a wide variety of harmonious and soothing sounds that touch certain vibration frequencies in our in our body, mind, and emotions. It's a type of therapy that can reduce stress. It can reduce pain, depression, and other forms of mental pressure. So it's good to see that coming back. And we've had quite demand for that, as well as education for how do you do it. So that's available as well at Universal. Another area that has been seen more and more is stretching. And this we're hearing from our therapists as well, that it's found its way into the massage therapy rooms. Daily stretching is beneficial, of course, we all know, for relieving tense muscles and aches and pains. But what's nice is it's become a great modality for the therapist as well to provide, it gives their hands and fingers a little bit of a rest. And they're able to really relax while they're providing the technique as well. So Himalayan salt stones, bamboo massage, cupping, singing bowl massage, and stretching are the 5 key trends that we're seeing in terms of what customers are buying and what they're asking about. I wanted to share also, I know I'm not really sharing my screen, but I'm going to share some research that's come out. Research as well has really been interesting in terms of massage through the pandemic. It was found that insomnia in adults, and Tiffany alluded to this as well, are suffering they're suffering more insomnia, people coming through COVID, which is not a surprise. I think the research data shows that 20 to 40% of adults have indicated acute and chronic insomnia. And so massage.
Karen, you can share your screen. You're a co-host. If you want to share, you can.
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, hold on one sec. Thank you. Can you see it? Can everybody see my screen?
All good.
All good. All right. So here we have, well, this is a consumer survey that was done by Mind Body. Question asked was, what is the reason you are more focused on your health and wellness? And so this just speaks to people seeking more massage. And of course, insomnia was one of the reasons for that I just referenced. But 62%, and this is a survey that was conducted by Mind Body, 62% indicated that they're seeking it to reduce stress. 60% said the pandemic made me realize that I will be healthier. I need to be healthier to withstand disease or illness. 46% said I have more free time. 39 said I want to lose weight. I came through the pandemic. 26, I want to feel more connected to other people. And we spoke about that earlier as well. I think that was covered quite well. 24%, there's more access to wellness now. I think that's probably true. We certainly hear that from our customers in terms of their ability to access their clients. And then 11% say I have more money to spend. Mask wearing has brought more focus to skin health as well. So I thought those were some interesting numbers, and CJ, thank you for sharing those with me so we could share them today. A couple other quick comments on research. Cancer patients, research continues to consider the most positive impact of massage with those receiving cancer treatment. So it's been very beneficial for anyone that has gone through the treatments. Massage is highly recommended. And then last but not least, hand massage has found to have reduced agitation and anxiety in patients suffering from dementia, which I thought was very interesting. And it's also therapeutic for the family members who are able to provide the hand massage. It's a means of connecting in a way that perhaps they could not have done so before. So those are the trends and a little bit of research.
Thank you so much, Karen. I told you she was calm. I told you. And it's music to my ear. I mean, hit me with a stick when you're massaging me. And if you lay and get Watson massage with a singing bowl, I think you've gone to heaven in real time. It's crazy. So thanks for sharing all that. I wish we could talk longer. Our final speaker, though, is one of my buddies from the Green Spa Network, Jim Chenevey. He's also a big shot, but a very down-to-earth one. He's the CEO of Earthlite and Living Earth Crafts. Excuse me. He did have the nerve to go to Harvard Business School. He worked at McKinsey 4 years, Callaway Golf for 6 years, and I wanted to know why he stuck with wellness. Because we know that Earthlite and Living Earth Crafts is a leader in spa treatment table innovation and sustainability, which I can't wait to hear about. But my favorite story about Jim is I was sitting there in Tahiti at a coral atoll I dreamed of going to for years when I worked with the country. I finally got out in the middle of nowhere, an hour from Bora Bora, if you know how remote that is, in a thatch roof spa. And I looked down at the massage table where they were rubbing me down with coconut oil, and it was a Living Earth Crafts table. So Jim does get around. Okay, Jim, can you talk to us about the international trends and sustainability?
Yes. Okay. So first off, thank you for asking me to speak today. And it's really nice to see so many of our industry friends and veterans and rock stars on the panel. So I am humbled to be asked to speak with this group. That being said, I'll give you a few thoughts, not so much in rank order, but I want to talk a little bit about international trends in design and modalities. And then also I'll talk a little bit about what I see going on in sustainability. So first off, we've all been talking about the shortage of massage therapists around the world. And one of the main things that spas have been working on is how do we extend the use of therapists with their clients. So what we're seeing is a trend for shorter treatments, and people are trying to incorporate more experiences and incorporating more technology into those treatments. So we're seeing things like percussion, like hyperice, sound and vibration therapy, acoustic resonance therapy. It's been around for a while, but now we're really seeing that starting to get integrated and explored into spa treatments. We recently came out with a sleep and meditation chair, which is another one as people are trying to seek to reduce stress. So, using brain entrainment and acoustic resonance to enhance the therapeutic benefits of relaxation and meditation. So that's another one. Also, around the world, we're seeing a strong recovery in Europe coming out of the pandemic. They've been a little bit behind what the recovery that we were seeing in the US. In Asia, I see just continued, I'm going to call it professionalization of massage, driven a lot by hotel development, international hotel groups, more and more active, and they're putting more traditional, what I would call Western style spas in a lot of these properties. So I'm seeing that. Also experiences in the spas, hammam, hot cold plunges, many of the things that Karen was talking about. And then a little predictor, I think that there will be an increase in lymphatic drainage in the coming years as people, there's a lot of research coming out of medical right now about the impact of inflammation, et cetera, and the link with the biome, and the lymphatic drainage system sits in the middle of all this. So, mark it down, it's going to happen. On the sustainability front, what I'm seeing is more carbon offset programs by companies like, Earthlite, we're in our 14th year of our zero carbon footprint that we have due through plant a tree programs to do a carbon offset program. And I expect you're going to see more companies in the coming years, looking at these type of programs to eliminate their carbon footprint. Plastic reduction has been an ongoing trend, and it's certainly one of the things in our industry where we can have the biggest impact, easiest impact. Obviously, initiatives to reduce water usage and energy, et cetera, is all ongoing. Within equipment, one of the big things is we came out with a product a few years back that had a replaceable mattress called the Century City in the Living Earthcraft line. And that is now kind of expanding, and some of our competitors are also picking up on it. That extends the life of the equipment, which in our definition is sustainability. The other thing that my company is doing more recently is we're coming out with a new fabric. So back in the day in sustainability, we were using, water-based lacquers and glues and managed forest hardwoods, et cetera, et cetera. And we had a rayon-backed polyurethane fabric to get away from PVC. That was a great fabric that's biodegradable, but by definition, biodegradable meant eventually it broke down. So more recently, we've developed some new processes. So we'll be coming out with a fabric that we expect to be at least 3x more durable than what we've had before. So look for things like that, more innovation in fabrics coming up. Finally, to Luke's point, we're seeing a lot more in cleaner formulations as we're going about reformulating oils, creams, lotions, and different products. Certain chemicals that were acceptable or used in the processes, a number of years back, we're now taking them out and trending much more towards a pure organic line of product formulations. I expect you to see that. And then lastly, I'll throw out, I think there's going to be a trend back to cotton. So I think that microfibers and things, which, we all sell a lot of, and they're easy to dry and they don't wrinkle a lot in our linens. I think there's going to be a trend back to cotton because of the way microfibers are getting out into the environment. Anyway, that's all I have, Kim. Thanks for inviting me on, everybody.
Hey, and you know what? I think lymphatic is the next gut microbiome, so I am voting in your corner. Also, just a shout out to Jim and the hard work his company did during COVID. You guys read about the pregnancy cushions that would help prone the COVID patients. We have a long Instagram live chat on the Global Wellness Summit archive, so kudos to you for that too. Our pleasure. That's our panel. They could go on forever, but thank you.
All right, thanks to everybody on the panel. So as I've already mentioned, we do have another raffle prize winner, but we're going to announce them all at the end. So without further ado, we'll bring on the next speaker, which is Jeppe Tenberg, founder and CEO of the International Massage Association and founder of the International Massage Championships. And the topic will be international trends.
Welcome, Jeppe.
Hello, guys from Denmark. You have asked me to tell a little bit about the international trends, especially regarding the championships around the world. And first of all, why championships? The great thing with championships is you are bringing different kind of methods and modalities and cultures together. That itself is educating. And you can learn a lot from participating. And the idea of championships is about sharing skills and about inspiring each other. And it has many, many benefits, more benefits than we realized. The short story is that back in 2015, we in Denmark wanted to do something special. So we created this Danish championship. We used it as a training camp, and then we wanted to go internationally and made the World Championship in Massage in 2017. And we did not know what to expect. What to expect, who will come. I tell you that something like 75 participants from 30 different countries participated the first year. It was overwhelming. It grew up. In 2018, we had 125, 37 different countries. In 19, we had from 42 different countries. So it was amazing watching this. And the thing is that what we didn't see coming was that all these people, you have to realize that America is great, big country, great association, professional associations. You have a great network, but in Europe, in Asia, and South America, it's different. And the associations do not have much money. The schools do not have much money to educate. So for many minor countries, it was an opportunity to learn and to find inspiration and to network. It was amazing. And by the way, I think C.G. Funk told us something about hybrid education. Yeah, they have had online education in many other countries for many years because they did not afford to go, for example, let's not just say Russia, huge country. It's difficult to go to the classes all the time. So online teaching was already in it before the COVID situation. I myself is of course mostly I'm a fan of hybrid because of course we need to meet, and touching is a skill that it's difficult to learn through a computer. But it has benefits doing this online sessions. So regarding all these championships, maybe you already know there is championships all over Europe now. In Asia, we will do. There will be one in America in July. Hopefully, also in Canada in September. And these people who is participating is very often traveling from country to country in order to get inspired. And then regarding the methods, I also want to tell you a little bit about the methods because it's different from country to country. And what is the trends in USA and what is it in Moldova or Ukraine or France? It's different. Of course it is, but because of COVID and these online sessions, and we also did a video promotion competition. Then we get a lot of films from everywhere, so everybody get inspired. So where to stop really? where to stop? What I wanted to say is that the definition of Swedish massage, for example, is different from USA to Sweden and to Denmark. You have to realize this. I mean, Swedish massage, for example, has developed for the last 200 years since this Swedish guy, who was, by the way, living in Denmark, developed Swedish massage. Of course, it has developed. So the trend is now that it's not only one single massage method. It is a combination of methods. Could be a combination of Swedish massage and Thai massage. Perhaps the stretches that Thai massage has is amazing, and many do combine it with Swedish massage, and maybe also giving mobilization and so on. So it is developing. I can tell you that the categories at the World Championship in massage, we have 8 at the moment, and the biggest is freestyle massage. And what is freestyle? Of course, it's freestyle, but it's very often a combination of these methods I mentioned, but also maybe with tools. And the tools right now there is growing up in, especially in Europe, is the use of bamboo, for example, wave stone, which is kind of in family with hot stone. And I know you guys mentioned cupping and gua sha and also perhaps toxin. Maybe you know toxin. It's a Thai tool, also used in traditional Chinese medicine. It's very hot at the moment in Europe. So, and maybe we can influence America as well. Of course, Thai massage, and you know, the Thai wants to call it Nuat Thai because, yeah, that's the name in Thai. Thai massage is huge, and it's, I think, still the only method that is on the UNESCO heritage list. You know this. This is kind of interesting. So Thai massage was also the first world champion method. It was, of course, a Thai woman living in Germany, Nari Serumi, which made Thai massage huge in 2017, especially in Europe. So I have 10 minutes, so I'm almost up. But please, I'm open for any questions. We can also finish with the questions. It's up to Scott and the hosts. So that's it for me now.
Well, yeah, Pete, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's later in the evening. Everybody, I'm getting all these messages. Oh, this Yeppy guy, he's great. I love his passion and that. And I said, it's late too. He's staying up later to talk about it. We had talked about, let's just tell everybody about the events that you're going to be involved with. One, for the last couple of years, we wanted to do a Canadian Massage Championship as part of this, and COVID got in the way. So this year, we're hoping to have it September 23rd to 25th in Burlington, Ontario, Canada, Canadian Massage Championships as part of the World Massage Championship. But tell us about, you're going to be coming to the United States. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it has also been postponed for 2 years. But we will come to this World Massage Festival.
That's right.
And you Americans can try it out, Canadians also, of course. And it's kind of interesting because it's like an examination, you know. And yeah, but what I didn't see coming was the amazing network between the therapists and how fun they had. You know, they had a lot of fun. And still, it was serious business.
I think it's great. This is a great idea. I think a lot of people really saw this as a competition, and you put this together as building a community. And I think you've done an absolutely fabulous job, my friend. Thank you very much. I'm getting, you know, someone's telling me to hurry up, and I want to thank you very much again for joining us today, and really appreciate you. And we're going to talk soon.
Scott, I wanted to add too, you talked about everybody saying how wonderful Yeppe was. Remember, he's in the second happiest country in the world, you know,
That's
over
right.
in Denmark.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to introduce Linda now.
Are we, or are we
Oh,
going
yeah.
to do the prizes first, or are we going to have Linda talk first?
What do you feel like, Linda? Are we going to do
the boss, Linda?
Yeah. You have, you wanted to do the Alex Fuchs Award. I
Yeah,
think
let's
Brian
go
was
ahead and
going
do
to
the
come on
Alex,
with you.
the Alex gift.
Where's our friend Ryan?
Well, no, the Alex gift is going to be, let's turn that over to Luke Massey and Jim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks so much, Linda. Appreciate it. I know Jim has a lot to say too, so I'll try and keep this quick. But Alex was a wonderful man, worked for script companies and Massage Warehouse at the end of his career. And I'm gonna just, I think the best way to honor him is to read some of the words that my colleagues who worked with him the most had to say. Alex was a mainstay in the massage industry. We're very fortunate to have had him join script companies, and his old school approach to customer service, as well as his gentle charm, won him many fans. I'll always remember Alex as one of my dearest friends. We worked together, traveled the same shows, spent a great deal of our road time together. We talked on the phone, shared stories about life as friends do. I thought of Alex as family and still miss him like family. Alex loved people, and that was never more apparent than when he spoke about his daughters. His girls were his entire life. Everything they did was magical to Alex. He adored them beyond measure. We shared stories of our girls as they were growing up, and compared notes on raising teenage girls. They sure kept us hopping. He had a great deal of integrity and believed in providing his customers with outstanding service. He would advocate for his clients when issues arose, even if it meant challenging people internally who had greater authority. His customers knew this and called us numerous times to let us know why they purchased from us. Alex left a huge hole in the fabric of our industry and the stewardship of the profession. He also left a huge hole in the hearts of many of us who were fortunate enough to be in his sphere. As for us, we're blessed to have been able to call Alex a friend. And when we think of Alex, we still smile.
It's hard to follow that, Luke. You know, I'll just throw a few comments in about Alex, who, you know, he was a 20-year industry veteran, most of it with Earthlite, handling the schools division, was out with all the AMTA shows and all the regional shows, knows so many people in the industry. He was a very disciplined sales professional. He was a great employee for our company. But, you know, as you touched on in your comments, the number one thing that I call about Alex and what made his memorial service so, you know, tragic, because he was just still very young, is that he was such a loving father, and his life was all about his two girls. And, you know, that always came through, you know, when he was at work. But I want to just make a couple comments about him as a person, which, you know, some of us, most of what we've seen is him as the professional and in our industry and what he knew about our profession. But he was a huge sports fan. He was, you know, an avid golfer, and he and I originally worked in the golf industry together, you know, more than 20 years ago. And we both ended up transitioning into wellness. So we had a lot in common. What I learned about him is what a great friend he was, and how he was one of the consummate connectors. Like, he kept his friend group from San Diego State and from high school together through the years, and was there for so many people when they needed him. You know, Alex was the friend that everybody wanted to have. He was very dedicated to massage therapy and believed, you know, he had back problems, and he really believed in the profession and the power of human touch. The one last thing I'll leave you with is, and this is why he is such a fun guy, Alex Fuchs had the best Halloween costumes ever. And when I was going through my phone and the old directory for, you know, for his memorial, I just saw all these Halloween parties that we've had over the years. And, you know, Alex Fuchs coming as the bishop, you know, and just going around and forgiving everybody. And he just was just a great, wonderful man. So anyway, I'm very pleased that the Massage Makes Me Happy have chosen Alex to name their award after, our award after. So thank you.
Thank you, Luke and Jim. And I'll just tell everybody, you know, so we started the Alex Fuchs Memorial Gift, and we asked for essays from massage students. And they were to give us an essay on why massage made them happy and healthy. And and we wanted to announce Misty Malfi, I hope I'm saying that right, with Hawking College. She is receiving this year's Alex Fuchs Memorial Gift, and she will be receiving $400 from Massage Makes Me Happy and $250 gift certificates from both Earthlite and Massage Warehouse. And then we're also going to give a $100 donation to the Massage Therapy Foundation in Alex's name. So we're very happy for Massage Makes Me Happy to continue, you know, Alex Fuchs' legacy in massage. So thanks, everybody, and very much thank you to Massage Warehouse and Earthlite for the support of this.
All right, now, Amanda, I think we're going to do our prizes now.
We'll do the prizes, and then we'll finish up with Linda and Scott, who will give some
Ryan,
closing remarks.
And Ryan has to do.
And Ryan has an online prize winner too, so we got to get him online.
Okay. So I'll announce the ones that we were going through as the presentations went on. Cindy was asking trivia questions, and she sent me all of the winners' names. And I believe she will be contacting you all via email. to figure out how to claim your prize. So the first one I already gave away was Jonah Wiley, and the prize was from Massage Heights. It's a Massage Heights package, including Yeti cups, cradles, regular and sport, and some at-home products. So congrats to you. The next prize is from Jamu Spa, and that goes to Cynthia Sinkira, and it's some oils. The third prize is from CBD TheraRelief. So it's a CBD TheraRelief product package. And the winner of that is Lindsay Saylor. And the last prize that I have is a Theragun Mini from Theragun. And the winner of that one is Victoria Williams. So congratulations to all of you. Cindy will be in touch, our little prize fairy, to tell you how to claim your prizes.
Yay.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Amanda. Really appreciate so many great presentations today. Really appreciate everybody that took part on camera and behind the scenes to make this happen. I want to thank my friend Linda. Linda, are you there? I think, I don't know if I have you spotlighted here. Let me see.
Yes, I'm
There
here.
you are. I really want to commend you on this day that you put together. Certainly our dear friend Heather Sedan was working feverishly behind the scenes. And of course, all of our, in a second, Amanda's going to thank all of our participants, all of our people that took part today, of course. But I just wanted to tell everybody, our dear friend Linda and CG that originally started this great movement. They're just absolutely phenomenal people. And they have been leaders since I've been in the massage industry. Both these women have been true leaders and still are. And this would have never happened without you. And Linda, I know you've had your challenges lately, but you are one tough son of a gun, and massage makes you happy. I know that. So thank you.
And healthy.
And healthy.
Well, thank you. And we couldn't do it without the whole team. So we appreciate everybody, and we hope to grow it, and everybody joining on here. We love to hear from you and how we can grow it even better.
Well, I think it was a great day, and so much wonderful information was shared, and Amanda's just going to thank everybody.
Yeah, I mean, Scott Vollen tells me to do a lot of things, and this is one of the events that I'm glad he did not give me a choice but to participate in. Thank you all so much. It was really awesome to hear all of you speak, and for everybody that took time out of their day on a Sunday, especially those of you who are in different time zones, and this might have been an awkward time for you. This was really fantastic, really uplifting, really inspiring to everybody who donated prizes. This was incredible. And I'm looking forward to all of the other events that Scott's going to force me to do with him this year.
Next big event, Canadian Massage Conference. Hope to see you all there, September 25th, 23rd to 25th in Burlington, Ontario. So again, thanks for behind the scenes, Mark Chialoy, who really helped produce this. Again, Ryan Hoyme behind the scenes, letting everybody in so we didn't miss any of our presenters. And of course, our friend Cindy, who did all the prizes. So.
And then I also want to announce the winners of the contest.
Oh, absolutely, Ryan.
The first prize, $300 CBD TheraRelief and Pure Wellness package, Pacific College of Health and College. Second prize is $200 gift certificate for Earthlite is Tracy Kinrick. And third prize, $100 Massage Warehouse gift certificate, Lisa Martinez. And we'll let you guys know on Facebook and stuff. So we'll reach out to you to get your contact information.
Yeah, and to see their social media posts, the winners,
Yep.
Ryan will be posting those, I think, today. So you can see which ones got chosen.
And of course, this presentation will be available on the Massage Makes Me Happy Facebook page, just following the presentation. All right. So thank you, everybody, again, for taking part. I think we were 7 minutes late. 7 minutes later. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, thank you, Kim. Really appreciate
Bye,
you running the
everyone.
panel, Kim.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Everybody
Thanks,
come on
everyone.
and
That was
say,
great. Thank
Have a
you.
great day.
There
Happy
we go.
spring.
Be happy.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all. It's amazing. Oh, look at it's so many people here today. Really appreciate you all.